Hello and welcome here today. We are going to be talking about enhancing our workforce development initiatives in Missouri and how we have taken a collaborative approach to this. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. I am Ashley Wilhelm. I'm a senior director here at CALE, and I am on our workforce and economic development team. And for this project, I have been partnering with Julie.
Hi, Ashley. Thank you. I am the Director of Workforce Development for the state of Missouri.
And today we're going to tell you a little bit about our project. So I'm going to have Julie start us off and we will tell you a little bit about the work that we've been doing together.
Okay, thank you, Ashley. So I stepped into this position in December of 2022. And during the first 6 months, we had two local board directors that had resigned. So, having said that, 80% of the local board directors have been directors for less than 5 years. So, it was apparent to me that in order for them to be successful, they needed some coaching and some mentoring. So, I have always felt that this type of technical assistance should be the responsibility of the state. So, understanding the state cannot be successful without the success of the local regions, we decided to partner with CALE. So, learning more about CALE and understanding that they were getting more involved in workforce development and had actually hired staff that came from either the state or the local level, I felt it was a perfect fit. So, we contracted with CALE about a year ago to work with the local directors on their strategic planning, their operations, and their performance. During this time, it had been really important to them to be able to ask a third party questions that maybe they didn't feel comfortable asking their peers or certainly the state. So, Ashley also has taken a deep dive into state policies and looking at our state policies to make sure that we're not being any more restrictive than what USDOL um, recommends, or what would be necessary if we did need to be more restrictive. So it's been a great relationship and one that I hope to continue as we move forward.
Thank you, Julie. So I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper into kind of the steps that we took once we were introduced to all of the local board directors and the state staff, and really understanding to get a better understanding of what was needed and what the professional development would really look like in this project. So we were really wanting to do a discovery session, a deep dive with the local board directors to really understand kind of what keeps them up at night, right? Like what do they really need assistance with? What do they maybe have been working on or have questions with? And like Julie said, just feel like they want to ask a third party and not feel like they're going to be questioned. Well, why do you need to know this? Why are you asking this question? So we did this discovery session, and it really kind of surfaced some key themes that we could use to develop training courses that we've been holding with all of those board directors, and really focused on eh, things that you would probably think of when you think of workforce and the workforce system. So really thinking about how do you really engage your board members? What have How are you looking at strategy and implementing your local plan in the local area? How are you looking at funding outside of WIOA and utilizing that funding? So those are the types of themes that have come up. Nothing that was super shocking, right? So which was helpful for us. Also, we have one-on-one coaching sessions available to each of the directors. And those sessions really dive into whatever it is that those directors need or are working on or kind of have a question on. It can be policies, like Julie said. I am also working on state policies, but also the local policies. And are they aligned with the state? Are they being more restrictive? Have they put some things that in their policies that are kind of tying their hands on things that they want to do is in their strategic plan. Or they having a board meeting that they have some questions on? How can they better run a board meeting more efficiently and get more of their board members involved a little bit more? So those are the types of conversations that we have one-on-one. And we've also been able to allow a little bit of in-person support. So if they need us to come to a board meeting or have a strategic planning session with their boards, we were able to have some of their training sessions in person at the very beginning of this, and then they've been online, so it's pretty easy for them to attend and interact, and we try to make it as interactive as possible. So I think it's been pretty helpful. From what I've heard anyways, from the directors, they keep asking me questions and they keep engaging me. So to me, that's a good sign. And we still are working along and working along the way. So yeah, we wanted to share this with you. This is the list of some of the items that I was just talking about for the training. So really looking at operationally and strategic implementation type of topics and conversations. Julie, did you have anything to add before we wrap up today?
No, I don't think so. Ashley, thank you so much for all of your support. We really appreciate you here in the state of Missouri. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having us. And I hope you all learned a little bit today of what we offer here at Kale and how Missouri really is taking a leadership role in making sure that they are partnering with their local areas. We think it's fantastic. We think more states should really do this. And think about how you become a partner as a system rather than, a state and local, and it be a little bit more, adversarial or us against them, or, they're different, right? We're all trying to get through this workforce the same, and we're all working with very similar people and organizations. So we are really excited to see how this works and how we continue to work together.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.